ACS engine 607 leading in regional 156 north. P8 engine 655. Here we got the Keystone 9645 and 940. In complete rarity and a bit of a delay, SEPTA has to flag the crossing by have somebody walk to flag it going across North Walnut Street, which is North Wales Road. Here. This is train 6560. As it comes in. Here we got the train 6560 to Doylestown from the city. Leaving. Silverliner 5s, 881, 882, 738, and 713. All taken off for Doylestown. More action today as we go down to Temple, grab the lease set, and then grab an Amtrak train back to 30th Street before we come back here. More to come. Here comes SEPTA train 545 coming down the hill from Pembroke, coming into North Wales.
I gave my one about
We got Silverliner 4s leading this train. We'll get as he comes in. As people try and race to beat the train. There's another idiot that did that. Got 2 to 3 car train coming in, so see what we get. Rail cars 1 get when we get to Temple University. More to Here we got train set to 545, train 545 to Harding, Malvern. Rail cars 123 and 276 to Endell at 3 cars set. So wait and see which train has the Maryland cars on it. More to come. Well, we ended up hopping the train out of Temple to Suburban, only to find out there's only one Maryland lease set of it left inside SIPTA system, and it's going to be as a Great Valley Flyer. So we'll be grabbing train 9547 out and just filming the Great Valley Flyer coming through. We took this train out of Temple. I didn't film anything coming out of Temple as we left, so 280 was the last one. We're going to set the train to Elwyn. So we'll see what we get, but apparently they're not doing that anymore, so it should be fun to see what other action we get. That's train 9547 for us. More to come. Here we got train 9547 coming in, our train to the Paoli, to Thorndale Express. Rail car 862, Silverliner 5s. Catch more as we're going along. More to come. Here we're at Paoli. Interesting train trip. Packed like a can of sardines, but almost. There's the old tower. 704, 804, and 803. Taking off for Thorndale. Get some more action on the other side. Switch over quickly. More to come. Here we got Scepter Train 551 coming into Paoli here. Silverliner 5 rail cars. Originally, we were supposed to get train 652 here at here in Paoli, but unfortunately, it passed us along the route on our way up here, so we missed it. There's a 3-car Silverliner train that came out of Doylestown from there. Silverliner 5 rail car 712, 2 others. 712, 866, and 865. Catch him as he's leaving to Malvern. Then we got Scepter Train 580 coming in now. More to come. 551's leaving. 712, 866, and 865. All headed off to Malvern. 580 must be running a little late coming in. More action to come. Here we got Scepter Train 580 coming in. Silverliner 4s. Pulling in. We have rail cars 297. 404, 402, 419, and 420. Catch more as he's leaving. There goes 580 leaving with 419 and 420. All headed off the link belt. He wasn't expressed earlier, so fun. More trains, more action to come, as we didn't get a chance to ride the Maryland set today, but as we were hoping to, because one of the sets got returned already, so oh well, we'll see. We'll just catch something else. Let's see what we get coming up next. Hopefully we'll get cab car leading for our train to 30th Street that we can film from the front there, hopefully. More to come. That's 580's rounding the curve down there. Here we got Keystone Train 649 pulling into Paoli here. I was just looking around and wasn't paying attention. Got ACS 64 662 leading this train. No, 652. Sorry. Looked like a 6 in the middle. That's more than he's leaving. More to come. Here we got ACS 64 652 leading Keystone Train 649. Too bad he couldn't be leading Keystone Train 652, which we saw earlier, which had 613. But we get what we can see. He may end up being our train back to 30th Street tonight. We will see what happens. I will be getting on Keystone train 656 this evening to take me back to 30th Street. We might see if we may have 652 taking us back by then. There goes 649 with 652. Car 826.76, 825.54, 825.62, 827.29, and cab car 96.49. All passing Paoli Tower on its way out. Trains more action to come. Here we got set the train 9553 coming in, running a little late. Looks like Silverliners. Yep, of course. Yeah, we got Silverliner 4s coming in. As we wait on also train 582 to come in next. Sorry, forgive me for any shakiness or any sudden movements of trying to focus on train and not looking back, because I'm trying to focus on looking at 9553 and then making sure I focus on the next train coming in, which is 582 coming into Paoli here. We got Silverliner 4 rail cars, 440, 439, and 2 others, which we'll get when he's leaving. More to come. Here goes 9553 taking off with the rail cars 440, 439, 164, 163. He'll be coming back as probably one of the next later trains, probably 584, probably 586 or 588 maybe, let's see. 582 next, and more to come. Here comes the SEPTA train coming in. This is train 582 to Lansdale coming in. Silverliner 4 rail cars. We got rail cars 286, 143, 144, and 289. All pulling in. More trains, more action to come. Hey, dirty. Here we got the Maryland lease set running as train 9569 coming in. Actually, 9569, yeah. It's the Amtrak lease set for SEPTA. If we would have known, we would have been riding that today. That was this train, but we didn't know. We got ACS 64 617. With Maryland car 7730. And others, which you'll get as he's departing. More to come. There goes 617 leaving with 7730 of Maryland. MARC car 7730, 7716, 7733, torn up. 7721 needs a new paint job. 7732 and cab car 7747, the last Maryland set in to set the system, and they'll be the only one until the end of this month. Until the end of the month, February 28th will be the last time they run this set, and before it gets returned to Maryland in March. And this will be the end of Maryland cars lease sets on the SEPTA system. More trains, more action to come here from Paoli. More to come. Originally, the Maryland set that came through with the Amtrak engine was train 9561 instead. It wasn't 9569. We got train 9559, which is a SEPTA push-pull set coming through into the station here, into Paoli. Train 9561 was the Maryland lease set. 9559 is SEPTA push-pull set. We're waiting for Amtrak to show up, which is the Amtrak Keystone train 654, which is running a little late today. We got AEM7 2307, which we saw at Front Rock sitting there as we whizzed by Front Rock, coming in to Paoli here. AEM7 2307, trailer car 2506, 2519, 2518, and one more coach in the cab car, which we'll get as he's leaving. We're still waiting on Amtrak to see what's going on with Amtrak. Catch more as we get more. More to come. Wait. Oh, here comes Amtrak. We didn't stop filming. We got Keystone train 654 coming in. Cab car leading. Cab car 9645. 8520, 82520, 82709, 82649, 82588, and engine 646, which is blocking. Oh, and we got something I think on the other end down there. We will see. There goes 2307. With the push-pull, I think we had 2517, 2516, 2511, and 2409 as the cab car trailing on SEPTA train 9559 that was to Paoli. He's going to Fraser Yard and going to be parked there until tomorrow morning. In the meantime, we got the Amtrak train with 82588. We'll catch him as he's leaving. More trains, more action. Here goes the Amtrak train. Cab car 9645, leaving. Cab car 82649, 82588, and ACS 64 646, leading 654 eastbound. Actually pushing 654 eastbound. As he clears the signal. Next up is SEPTA train 584 to Doylestown. More to come. Here we got Keystone train 651 coming in. Double meet. ACS 64 637 leading. Train 651 in to Paoli. Running a little fast and hard stop. We'll catch more as he's leaving. As we got this, we go open this up, the train meets up with him. More to come. Here we got the Keystone leaving, Keystone train 651 departing, ACS 64 637 leading. We got 82660, 82744, 82614, 82654, and cab car 9634 headed out to Harrisburg. We're in Lancaster. More trains were action to come. We were hoping the SEPTA train was going to meet it. It's running a little late. We'll see what we get. More trains were action to come. Here we got SEPTA train 584 to Doylestown coming in. Don't know what train cars these is. Looks like to be Silverliner 4s. Yes, it is. We got rail cars 276. 123 and 124. Basically the train I took to get down here from Doylestown in North Wales brought me back, a kid just came back to head back to Doylestown again. This was train 545 that's returning as train 584 to Doylestown. More trains, more action to come here from Paoli as we wait for Keystone train 656 to show up as our train to get back to 30th Street instead of boarding 588 now. We'll board it later. More to come. Here we got SEPTA train 1565, the Great Valley Flyer train to Paoli here coming in. Then going to Thorndale local. AEM7 SEPTA push-pull set. And we got SEPTA AEM7 2302. We got cars 2517. 2558. 3 other cars and a cab car. Get more as he's leaving. More to come. Here we've got SEPTA train 1565, AEM7 2302 leading, car 2517 trailing, 2558 trailing behind you with the center door, 2505, 2525, cab car 2401, and cab car 2407. Double the cab cars tonight on 1365. Got more trains, more action to come with 95. There's another one coming up the line, and then we got one to go south yet, which will be 586 to come through yet. Or 656. More to come. Here we got the SEPTA train coming in, train 586. I think this is to Lansdale. Let me just double check. 586 to Lansdale from Malvern. Silverliner 4 rail cars. The Silverliner 5s that I had didn't come through again. So we got rail cars 325 and 324 only. A short 2-car set. Here. Oh, and we also got train 9571 coming up the tracks with 8569. Not too far behind it. Going to be here shortly, but not yet. So we'll see what happens. But 9571's coming up the tracks. So we'll just keep recording until we see them come up. Which would probably be this is the third. That was the third push bus that was sold with 2302. He might be the fourth one coming by. Oh no, it's a deadhead. 158, 157, 408, 180, 166, and 165. It's a deadhead train set taking off, flying north towards Fraser. Unless this is going to be one of the trains that's going to be coming in later, that's going to be headed out towards Doylestown or Center City then. Odd, we had a deadhead meet 586. More action to come. There goes 586 leaving. We're waiting on 656 coming up soon. We're hoping to catch 9571. As soon as he comes through, then we're good to go. I'm hoping that wasn't it of the cars that we just saw. More trains, more action to come. Here we got SEPTA train 9571 coming in. Going to be switching over. We had an empty set of Silverliners come through. That went by before he did. We got Silverliner 5s coming in. On 9571 as he's coming in just on schedule. Cars 860, 859, and 709. All Thorndale, but on the packed train. More action as he's leaving. There goes 9571 taking off. 709 is a trailing car of a 3-car Silverliner 5 set. More trains, more action to come here at Paoli as we wait for 656 to show up. More to come. Here we got SEPTA train 8569 coming in from Fox Chase to Thorndale. Running earlier than scheduled. A little early, just about on time. Sorry. Silverliner 4s, it looks like. Just looking to be the norm. Which it is. We got rail cars 292, 374, and 375. Bringing this train to Malvern actually. And here. Train 8569 to Malvern from Fox Chase. Next train up will be Keystone train 656, which will be our train to Philadelphia, 30th Street. More trains, more action to come. From here from 30th Street, more to come. There goes 8569 taking off. Leaving. 3-car Civil Under 5 train from Fox Chase. Originally from Chestnut Hill West to Fox Chase, and then Fox Chase to Malvern. There'll be one of the later trains coming back. Amtrak train 656 Keystone train next for us. Here we got our Keystone train coming in, cab car leading. This will be neat. We'll try and get up front to be in the cab car. We got cab car 9636. More to come. Welcome to the nighttime or evening ride aboard the Amtrak train 656. Cab car 9636, the lead car of this train. Berwyn. Station stop is Ardmore, with another Keystone train 6553 being there, leading us going westbound. Devon. Sorry, there's not much to see in the dark outside, but it's the best that I can do for now. Next time I'll ride the Keystone during the day when it's light out, going down. We'll catch more action later. I'm going to continue filming because we may have the Keystone meet up with us. Oh, there's the Keystone. I'll just pass this. So I got to see him at least. Gonna be also be catching up with something between 573. There it is. Silver liner 5s. Well, that's it for the action for right now. We'll catch more as we get closer to Philadelphia. As we bypass the Stratford station, or St. David station. More to come. Here we are coming into Philadelphia.
Philadelphia 30th Street Station will be accident in Philadelphia, all doors shut.
And to our surprise, we even got what's up the train? Sublime 4s, 422, so 2 cars there. So coming into 30th Street Station, lower level for the first time in my travel history from the Thorndale line. Train and parts. At 722 in the yard. The V42 is hard to identify. It's V42 123. Now we got 724, 723. And I think that's either 99 or not sure. Here we come. Here we are. We just got down here. Just gonna take a quick walk. See what this we have. I just want to see Well, it was a quick fast trip to 30th Street was what it was. We're on track 9. We're just waiting to see what engine we got, and then we taking off. I just want to see what engine we got. That's it. Kind of headed down this way. We're just going to be getting the engine, and then we're leaving. Engine 625 pull us into 30th Street Station, push us into 30th Street Station, lead us. Here in the yard at 30th Street, we got engines 524, 578. 524 is right there. We got 578, 723, 722, the work engines. Then we also got ACS 64, 661, and 626 here. 118 came back with the Pennsylvanian today, so that's why it's in the pit. And 123 is over there in the inspection, actually on the fuel pad. Let's see what else we got here. No more engines of any type, but we got what looks to be the exhibit train here back in Philadelphia. Somehow there were claims that it was all the way out out west, and it wasn't true. So we got a cab car over here that's in the yard with a coach, and I think another coach over there on the other side, which is a cafe car. Cab car 9640. Oh, there's the action. We just were on the Keystone, so we got off of it. Now the next thing to do is get our SEPTA train home, and we'll be good to go. More to come. From SEPTA side of 30th Street Station. More to come. Temple University local train 9268 is coming in. Silverliner 5 rail cars 702, 7 and 733. All headed back to Temple University with almost nobody in. More to come. Coming into 30th Street is my 745 train, 588 to back to North Wales. Cars 865, 866, and 712. More trains, more action as we get more and we get into the train. When we can, more to come. Here we are in North Wales instead of Doylestown. Well, I was saying that. Doylestown train 588 is leaving. This was our train originally take us back home from Paoli, but we took the Amtrak instead. 865, 866, and 712 taking off. We saw this group over in up the line there, so we got them. We were hoping for a meet here. I guess we missed the meet, so oh well. If we get the next train going down to the city, we'll get it. Otherwise then, catch you next time. Here we got SEPTA train 585. It also met 588, our train that took us back here up the hill there in Pembroke there, but it's coming down right now. 585, running about 10 minutes behind schedule due to some sort of issue. Don't know what it is, but apparently we had basically a 75-25 night. 75% was great, 25% not so great, because SEPTA decided to return one of the leased sets of the Maryland cars and got rid of them. So now the only thing that's left out of the Maryland cars is just the one set, and with an ACS 64, and that was it. So because of the engine swap out, they had to swap in 617 in place. So 617 was leading it today, and unfortunately we didn't get a chance to ride the Maryland cars out because it wasn't on the train that we were supposed to grab. So I wasn't going to wait, and I didn't want to miss out on some decent action, so we went ahead and continued on. SEPTA train 585 is pulling in here at the moment, and our Keystone ride was great on the Keystone train 656. We officially loved it, and it was great. It was better than riding a SEPTA train, in all honesty. And apparently somebody must have taken out the crossing gate over at the main road crossing where the SEPTA buses stopped, because apparently they were working on it earlier today. But we got Silverliner 5s. We got rail cars 410. 281, all headed back out to Thorndale, pulling into North Wales here. That's it for the action. We'll catch you next time on. I'm planning on upping my chances that once a month I will be riding one of the push-pull sets out to different towns and back to the city in return, and riding them the full length. And I'm going to start doing that because I want to see what it's like on those trains and record the adventures. So we're going to have fun. Alright, besides that, not much else. 281 taking off with the train to Thorndale. 585 to Thorndale, running a little late. Hopefully makes up time. See you, catch you next time. Possibly in March, we'll be down at 30th Street towards the end of the month. More to come.